just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running.
You've Got a Friend was a huge hit nearly half a century ago, a song that helped make a legend of James Taylor. Although he's still a star on the concert circuit, he's most at home living the country life, as I saw firsthand.
Day is ending.
You know, I don't sit still very well, and so I need to have something to occupy me, particularly if I'm trying to concentrate on getting some work done or something.
Before James Taylor can kindle the flames of his imagination, you've done that before, I guess. He likes to split kindling for his own little fire in the wood stove in his studio in Lenox, Massachusetts. Where'd you learn to do that?
I too grew up in the sticks, so didn't you have fires as kids?
James, I had a suburban childhood. We were girls. We didn't start fires.
Right, of course. This is cheating, of course.
A little bit. At 71, James Taylor is as busy as ever.
When whippoorwills cry.
If we're recording, we sort of set up in this space behind us.
Whether it's recording and producing his own albums,
You can see our list of songs that are on the American Standards album. There was something about the actual thing of having an echo chamber.
or building his own echo chamber
Here's the key, I think.
from an old shipping container.
Oklahoma, where the... Hello.
Another project, a deep dive into the wellsprings of his own creativity.
In my mind, I'm gone to Carolina.
Before long, my folks bought a piece of land down on Morgan Creek.
An audio-only memoir out this week on Audible about his early days and growing up in North Carolina with his parents and 4 siblings.
We were kind of isolated out there. As kids, we seemed to have hours of empty time. A fantasy could last all afternoon. I don't think I would have become a songwriter if I had not had all of those free days to let my imagination roam.
James Taylor was 19 when he wrote Carolina in My Mind during a trip to Spain where he met a girl named Karen.
As the sun came up, the first verse came to me.
Karen, she's a silver sun, your best
Karen, she's a silver sun. Walk her way and watch it shine. Watch her watch the morning come.
Did you say, Karen, do you have a pencil?
Yeah, right. I may well have.
The memoir is called Break Shot.
Well, a lot of pool ball games start with a break shot. You just smack that triangle of balls and they go off in all different directions. But what that refers to is that there was a moment in my life and my family's life and in the popular culture, and we just jumped the tracks, you know, all at once.
What happened?
You know, my father's alcoholism, I think, reached a peak, and that happened, you know, that led to my folks breaking up. And I was, I think, a very sensitive kid, and was away at school, deeply unhappy. And so I left school and went to a psychiatric hospital in Boston called McLean, and spent 10 months there.
A turbulent time for a very young James Taylor, but a remarkably creative one. Pain and longing finding its way into his songs.
Just yesterday morning, they let me know you were gone.
Before he was 22, he'd been signed by the Beatles for their brand new label, Apple.
I've seen fire and I've seen rain.
And his second album, with songs like Fire and Rain.
There is a young cowboy who lives on the range.
And Sweet Baby James landed him on the cover of Time magazine.
That's a song I'm proud of. I think it came out really well, and I worked hard on it.
How old were you?
I guess I was 20.
Good night, you moonlight ladies. Rockabye, sweet baby Jane.
Both verses were written behind the wheel of an automobile. In the first case, driving south to see my family in North Carolina and to see my older brother's baby, named after me, little baby James. And then the second half was written driving on the turnpike from Stockbridge to Boston.
There's the matter of the drug thing.
Sure.
And I'm a little concerned that you were on the road driving to North Carolina, and you probably shouldn't have been driving.
No, that's probably true. I mean, I probably shouldn't have been driving.
Well, but you survived it. You survived it all.
I never saw, certainly, being this age and still doing what I do at this age. That's remarkable, too.
Very clear, my love. Sir, the teacher stands so near, my
Life these days is pretty sweet for James Taylor. His two oldest children, Ben and Sally, are established musicians.
To pick out a Christmas tree.
His twins, Rufus and Henry, who were 6 when Sunday Morning last visited with the Taylors, are now applying to college. And he's been happily married to Kim for nearly 2 decades.
When I take you out tonight with me.
Kim makes a cameo appearance on another musical venture in progress.
Now would you say that fringe was made of silk?
I corralled her into singing on Surrey with a Fringe on Top. She sings a little.
Does she sing that?
Yeah.
Are they really white?
Yes, that's right.
That's her?
Yeah, that's Kim.
She's
yeah.
really good.
She is really good.
Has it really got a team of snow white horses?
She did that, just knocked it off in an afternoon, too.
But God bless the child.
The new album is called American Standard, a collection of songs he grew up with and still loves.
It's easy as rolling off a log.
These are songs I've known since I was a kid, all of them. I used to listen to my parents' record collection just endlessly. You'd lie on the floor, usually on a carpet, look out the window, and you'd look at the album cover and read it through a couple of times, but then just gaze at the art and, just listen to the music.
And that's how it gets imprinted. It's permanently engraved.
It really is.
And now his songs are permanently engraved on our imaginations.
This love stuff has got me in a fall.
This spring, he'll be out on tour again, a troubadour who still loves what he does.
It's so easy to fall in love with you.
It's undeniably revitalizing to have the audience react to a song that they came to hear, So some people love it and other people are sort of worn down for it, but for me, it feeds me.